The magic of the first snow of the season is a spellbinding moment, transforming familiar surroundings into a pristine wonderland. For gardeners, this snowfall paints a new picture of their labor, highlighting the textures and structures often overshadowed by lush greenery during warmer months. Join me as we embark on an enchanting journey through my garden, now blanketed in glistening white. Together, we'll explore how snow interacts with various plants, features, and landscaping choices to create a wintertime masterpiece. Walking through the main pathway, snow-kissed foliage and path edges. As we step onto the main pathway, the crunch of fresh snow underfoot greets us, setting the tone for this serene exploration. The neatly trimmed hedges lining the walkway are crowned with delicate layers of snow, resembling a dusting of powdered sugar. Boxwoods and evergreens stand resilient, their rich green hues offering a striking contrast to the bright white snow. The soft curves of the pathway appear exaggerated now, as the snow collects in grooves and dips, guiding our eyes deeper into the garden. The beauty of snow-laden trees moving further, the majestic trees that anchor the garden take center stage. Each branch is carefully outlined in frost, creating intricate silhouettes against the soft gray sky. The birch trees, with their white bark, almost disappear into the snowy background, blending seamlessly with the landscape. In contrast, the dark trunks of the oaks and maples stand out, their skeletal forms adding a dramatic touch. Snow piled onto the branches creates a delicate balance, and occasionally, a small puff falls, catching the light as it descends. The frozen pond, a winter wonderland feature. One of the highlights of this garden tour is the pond, now partially frozen. Its surface glistens like glass, reflecting the surrounding landscape. A thin veil of snow creates an almost surreal scene, as cattails and ornamental grasses peek through the edges of the ice, their golden hues softened by frost. Nearby, the stepping stones leading to the pond are coated in snow, creating an inviting but slightly treacherous path for the adventurous. Evergreen Showcase, winter's loyal companions in the heart of the garden, a collection of evergreens provides a vibrant green oasis amidst the monochromatic backdrop. Spruces, pines, and firs are dusted with snow, their branches sagging slightly under the weight but showing remarkable resilience. The conical shapes of these trees become more pronounced, and their textures, needle-like and dense, contrast beautifully with the soft, powdery snow. The gentle sound of a bird chirping reminds us that life continues even in this quiet, frozen moment. Snow-covered perennials, a new perspective on dormancy. Moving along, the flower beds, which were once bursting with color, now lie dormant under a snowy blanket. Dried hydrangea blossoms, still clinging to their branches, take on an ethereal quality as snow collects on their surfaces. The skeletal remains of coneflowers and ornamental alliums rise from the ground like tiny sculptures, proving that even in winter, a garden can tell a story. The vegetable garden, a slumbering corner of promise. The vegetable garden, now at rest, carries a different charm in the snow. Raised beds are covered with a soft, uniform layer of white, their edges forming neat geometric patterns against the natural chaos of snow drifts. The trellises and support structures, stripped of vines, stand tall as reminders of summer's bounty. Snow clings to the netting, creating delicate lace-like designs. Structures and hardscaping. Winter's spotlight. Winter reveals the true value of hardscaping in a garden. The stone pathways, brick walls, and garden arches take on new prominence when outlined by snow. A wooden pergola, its beams dusted with frost, frames the snowy garden like a picture-perfect scene. Even the garden bench, now frosted and unoccupied, becomes a focal point, inviting contemplation of the season's beauty. Wildlife in the winter garden. While the snow-covered garden may seem still, a closer look reveals subtle signs of life. Tiny tracks dot the snow, perhaps from a curious rabbit or a wandering bird. A cardinal, vibrant against the white, flits from branch to branch. Near the feeders, Chickadees and sparrows hop about, grateful for the seeds provided. Winter is a time for both garden and gardener to give back to nature, and these moments of wildlife activity bring a sense of fulfillment and joy. The warm glow of winter lighting as the day begins to fade, the garden transforms once again under the glow of soft lighting. String lights woven through the hedges and trees create a magical ambience, their golden hues contrasting with the cool tones of snow. Solar lanterns placed along pathways cast gentle shadows, emphasizing the textures of the snowy ground. The lights not only guide us but also extend the beauty of this winter garden into the evening hours. Reflection and winter gardening tips. This first snow garden tour is a testament to how a well-designed garden can shine in every season. The interplay of plants, structures, and snow creates a unique landscape, offering new perspectives on familiar scenes. As we conclude, I'd like to share a few tips for maintaining a beautiful winter garden. 1. Protect sensitive plants. Use burlap wraps for shrubs prone to winter burn and mulch to insulate the roots of perennials. 2. Create interest. Incorporate evergreens, ornamental grasses, and plants with interesting bark or seed heads for year-round appeal. 3. Feed the wildlife. Keep feeders stocked with seeds and provide a water source to support birds and small mammals. 4. Embrace hardscaping. Invest in pathways, walls, and garden structures that will stand out in the snow. 5. Plan for lighting. Adding subtle lighting enhances the beauty of your garden and creates a magical atmosphere. Closing thoughts. The allure of winter gardening. Winter may be a time of rest for the garden, but it's also a season of unparalleled beauty. The first snow transforms even the simplest elements into something extraordinary. As gardeners, we have the privilege of witnessing these seasonal changes and appreciating how nature paints our landscapes in entirely new ways. Thank you for joining me on this journey through my winter garden. May it inspire you to see your own outdoor spaces in a new light and find joy in the quiet, reflective beauty of the season.